Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Rick. Got a video today from the Financial Coffee channel. People have stopped making their car payments. Repo crisis is here. Please like and subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow. It's chow time.
I want to know what y'all's car payments are every month, because I refuse to believe that I am the only person with a high car payment, and I refuse to believe that my husband is the only man with a high truck payment.
All right, it's hitting me now. I got my car repoed on Friday, and I'm grabbing my stuff from my car, and I'm trying to hold it
But I thought you were strong and independent.
together, and kept telling myself, if it's not okay, it's not the end. Woo.
It fucks your credit up. I know. It's happened to me before too.
But till we see each other again. This is the last time I see you. You were so good to me.
Is she really crying over the car? Like, I get it, but I don't get it at the same time.
Well, next time, my love.
So my whole entire life, I always bought cars that were salvage, right? And I never had a car payment, ever. Except for this year, I got in a car accident. I was like, oh, let me go get a new car. So I decided to get the Lexus IS 350F Sport. And I was like, yeah, I could pay for it. Why not? Low end, behold, the payments are $800 and something. So I just rounded up and I pay $900 a month. Not only do I pay $900 a month, but my insurance used to be $360. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting a nice car, make sure you can afford it. And trust me, you're gonna miss driving around in that 1996 Camry, because I sure as hell do.
I bought my dream car and now I'm getting rid of it. Here she is. It's a Mercedes-AMG GT53.
Jeez, bro.
Why are you getting rid of it, Nick? Well, I'm glad you asked. Well, reason number one, it's not as exciting as it once was or as I thought it was going to be. When I first got it, very exciting. I feel like you can't really tell until you have the car. Reason number two, I can't afford it. Now let me explain what I mean by that. It's a $1,200 payment plus another $400 for insurance.
I'm curious, what is
$1,600 a month just to have the car? That's people's rent right there, guys. This is crazy. Just the younger generation, it's not just women, it's men too. But a good chunk of women are just not financially savvy either. Just don't buy cars with payments if you can't afford them. Just go buy a used car for a couple $1,000s. Yeah, you might have to put a little bit more money into it, but payments, you're going to get your shit repoed. It fucks up your credit, and you're still not going to have a car.
your vehicle payment? So I had a 2021 Tesla Model 3. My monthly payment was $882 plus my insurance, but insurance was only like $150. So
What? Insurance for Teslas are that cheap?
that would be, around like $950 a month. And I'm curious, what is your payment? Because after I totaled my vehicle, I have learned my lesson of making better financial choices, for sure.
It's not a bad thing that you learn throughout your mistakes. It's good. But even me, the most expensive car I've owned was the one I bought my mother. It's the car I'm driving now. And it's a RDX. I bought it somewhat used still. It really had low miles on it. I told my mom she can get whatever car she wanted. She chose that car. I wish she would have chose a cheaper car, but I'm not going to take my word back on my mom. So she chose that car. I made, it was $550 payments for that car. And I paid her insurance, which was about $160 in insurance for her. It wasn't too bad, but even then I looked at $550 as, what the fuck? That is the most expensive car payments I've ever had. Most of my other car payments were usually around $300 to $400. So now it's average car payments is $750, guys. $750. And there's plenty of people that have payments, just like you saw, over $1,000. Do you guys really need this car? Can you afford this car? What does this car do for you other than get you to really point A and point B and maybe get you some looks here and there?
Sure. I've learned. I know. I'm going to be an adult.
So for everybody that thinks I'm lying and this is all for views, my car payment is $1,400 a month. My interest is 10%, like I said in my original
What? 10% interest? Why did you get the car? Why?
video. I have a 84-month term, something like that.
84-month term at 10%? What the? Oh my jeez. You just fucked yourself for 8 years. Oh my.
I think. And yes, I purchased my car, financed it for $84,000, and I still owe almost $75,000. Like I said, none of that was lies. So as you can see right here, $1,400, $1,437.70 to be exact, every month. Not a lie. And again, amount financed $84,000. Principal balance currently $74,000. 10% APR. I don't know why you guys think I would lie about all this. This is all true. Like, this is my life. This is what
84-month term at 10% is blowing my mind. Why is this loan even given? This is a fucked up loan.
happened, what is happening, and what I am done with.
So let me recap what she said, okay? Her car payment is $1,400 per month. Or if you will, let me say it in plain and simple English. Her car payment is $1,400 per month. That's how much a lot of people pay per month for their rent or their mortgage. So keep that in mind, okay? If we do a quick math, after the car is paid off, that car will have cost her close to $120,000. That's the price.
120. That's 30,000 more than what she paid sticker price for.
Or at least that's half the price of a home in some places. And later on, she will tell us how she's trying to hide from the Repo guys. Man, you can't make this up.
Yeah, so if you want to get a Hellcat, you're expecting like a $600 payment, then yeah, good luck. So let's get the key out. Right here would be my monthly payment, $1,025, $1,020. So if you're my age in your 20s, expect to be paying about that much on a Hellcat if you want.
Why does everybody want the Hellcat? I actually don't think the car looks all that cool. If you're gonna spend $60,000 to $80,000, maybe get like a luxury car or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm not about speed and power and stuff, but
Not too bad. It's not on a 7-year loan. It's on a 4-year loan. It's almost paid. I've had it for 2 years. It's almost paid off now. Keep in mind that I did get her for $72,000, which isn't too bad. Very dirty in here, but yeah.
Alright guys, so today I'm gonna go over how much I pay monthly for my 2021 Tesla Model 3. This is my car right here. Model 3 Tesla 2021. I paid $60,000 for this car. I have this car at 72 months. I currently have it with School's First Credit Union. I have a 2.74 interest rate, and I pay $890 a month, zero down.
Having a luxury vehicle.
oh, you know what? His deal isn't that. I mean, the payments is kind of high, almost $900 a month, but at least he got a really good interest rate, and I think it's somewhat affordable for the man. I don't know, $900 is still fucking expensive, but 2.2. That's damn good interest rate.
Is nice until you have to do luxury vehicle maintenance. I just picked up my G-Wagon from the dealership and had my 1-year service done, which is like oil change, filter.
Wait, what the fuck? You only change the oil on the G-Wagon once a year? The fuck is that?
You know, all of that kind of stuff. $2,100 just for that. And then on top of that, I do drive like a dumb, and I almost loaded up in the back of somebody else's vehicle, and I had to lock it up and I like kind of skid. So I needed like brakes and brake pads because I drive like a dumb. That was an additional $3,200. So now we're up to $5,400 for brakes, brake pads, and basically
Well, if you drove normal and you didn't drive like a dumb bitch, like you were saying, the maintenance wouldn't be so bad because you had to get new rotors and stuff. But 5,000 something for 1 year's maintenance isn't really that bad overall for most cars. It's a little high, but if you're driving a lot, hell, I just paid $3,000 to get my what did I get? I got a tune up and then I had to do my timing belt because my car hit 100,000 miles and I just want to change the timing about 100,000 miles, which is, I don't want shit to go down in the engine while I'm driving. Yeah, 3,100. It is what it is. I want to keep the car for a very long time, so of course I'm going to pay the maintenance.
An oil change. I'm thinking that's probably a little on the high side, am I right? What do brake pads and an oil change, what does that cost, like just normal?
Normally that wouldn't cost you all that much, but you probably went to the dealership to do it. I also went to the dealership to do my shit. Probably could have saved like half the money if I went to a regular mechanic to do it, but you live and learn.
So I have been wondering, right? Are these $1,000 a month for car payments the norm these days? Because they seem unreal to me. She has rich people problems. She's complaining about paying $5,400 for brake pads and an oil change on her Mercedes G-Wagon. And by the way, a G-Wagon costs $147,000. As you can tell, I don't feel sorry for her. And then she has the nerve to ask about how much brake pads normally cost. This is my answer. Ma'am, I don't know how much about cars' brake pads, right? But this is what I know for sure. A G-Wagon's brake pads are not your regular car brake pads. True. And they likely cost a lot more than regular brake pads. And just like my mechanic told me one day, don't buy the car if you can't afford the maintenance. It's that simple.
Okay, don't judge me.
Or don't buy the car when you can't afford the car.
I look like because I just got done working out, but y'all, let me tell you what I'm about to go do. If you're new here, I have a Tahoe. I pay way too much money for it. My husband has a truck. We pay way too much money for that too. Everybody's mad at me for it, and I'm currently hiding my Tahoe so that way they won't come repo it. Hopefully, therefore, after a certain amount of months, they'll just give up on it and I'll still have my Tahoe. But while
that is not how it works, girl. They want their money back or their car. They're not going to just give up. What the fuck?
while they're doing that, I went and bought an Audi with cash. I bought an Audi with cash.
What the fuck? Sometimes these people make me feel like I'm a genius when it comes to finance or something, and I'm just subpar. Jesus.
Cash, and it has over 100,000 miles on it.
Well, after 3 years with my Tahoe, I am finally getting rid of it. Let me tell you why. So 3 years ago, if you're an OG on my TikTok, you
Oh, she actually was able to keep it for 3 years and not pay the payments?
know that I bought my Tahoe for a lot of money. And I love this car. There's nothing wrong with it. It's perfect. Everything about it is just, it was my dream car. It is my dream car, and I absolutely love it. But I messed up 3 years ago when I bought it. So I bought my car, and I financed it for $84,000, which was fine, you know, 3 years ago. But I have been making $1,400 a month payments for the past 3 years. And if you do the math, you will see that $1,400 a month payments in 3 years should be around $50,000 worth of payments.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I've only paid off $10,000 of the balance. So my $84,000 car that I bought 3 years ago is now still at a balance of about almost $75,000. And honestly, that blows my mind that I have paid $50,000 into this car and have only paid off $10,000 of the balance. So Friday, your girl is getting a new car. And honestly, at first I was scared and didn't know if I was making the right decision, and I had to think about it a lot and weigh my options and think about the pros and the cons. And honestly, today I just feel very content with my decision. And the fact that I've blown $50,000 so far on something that's nowhere near getting paid off stresses me out.
So let me get this straight. 3 years ago, she bought her dream car, a Chevy Tahoe, for $84,000. Now, with the added interest, the car will end up costing her almost $120,000 when it's paid off. And for the last 3 years, she has been paying $1,400 per month for that Chevy Tahoe. Now, this is what blows my mind, right? Over the last 3 years, she has only paid off $10,000 on the balance, which means the car still has a balance of $75,000 after 3 years. And that's not even the worst part, people. Do you know what's the worst part? Let me tell you. Despite still owing $75,000 on the Chevy Tahoe, she bought another car, an Audi, with 100,000 miles on the odometer and with cash. And she's also trying to hide the Tahoe so that the car doesn't get repoed. She simply hopes that the lender will just give up after a few months. Make it make sense.
Right.
I'm having a really hard time wrapping my head around it. And she had the dumb idea of recording herself talking about it and posting it on TikTok, as if posting a video about it will make it okay. Make it make sense.
$1,400 car payments. That's rent in LA for like a studio. No. Please like subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Get you guys next time. Ciao.